viewers, hey subscribers, and welcome back to my channel, Aquarian Empress Tarot. For those of you guys who are new to the channel, welcome. To my returning subscribers, welcome back, my loves. So we are doing it again. We are live. We'll probably be live for however long it takes me to get through readings. Hopefully an hour. That's the goal. In and out. That's the goal. Also, I'm going to be slowly, starting tomorrow, slowly working through collective readings. Anybody who would like to book a full detailed reading can do so on my website. Hey, Aisha Love. Hi, Rupali. Rupali, my readings are donations only. So if you want to send a super chat, Cash App, or PayPal, sure. And then drop a green heart so we know to add you to the list. If you missed the last live stream, I will be doing the tarot class, recording it hopefully tonight for those who missed it, those who are wanting to learn tarot. So just keep that in mind. Moderators, you know that you can copy the links for my website and the donation links to your copy them to your, what is it called? Your clipboard on your phone. That way you guys have it like already there. Because people be asking me for the links and I'm like, another one of my moderators told me that she just has it on her clipboard so she can just, you know, push it through when we go live. So that's a suggestion. That's a tip for all my moderators. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. What was I going to say? Decks. I'm hoping this Friday to place another order. So if you're interested in any of my decks, make sure you look. Oh, did she? Okay. And anytime you see it, Aisha, please say something and repost the correct link. Because I don't know where she got that from. She probably had it saved from something, I don't know. But yeah. She's not in here often enough anyway. So when she comes in, I would just let her know, hey, this is you had the wrong one the last time. This is the one. But where's my tarot deck? Also, if you're new to the channel, please make sure that you subscribe. If you enjoy our live streams, our girls chats, etc., make sure you hit that thumbs up if you enjoy the live stream, and turn on your post notifications. Yes, she also kept putting new prices. These prices are not new. I've been doing these prices since a week ago. So yeah, it's $12.22. It's $12.22 for a basic reading and $22.22 for a deep dive. So it's only $2 more than what I normally have been asking for donations. So just so y'all know. But you can also use Super Chat for those who are more comfortable using Super Chat, just so you know. I'm looking for my lighter. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Because y'all know I like to clean my space. But while we're at it, right, I gotta ask, I gotta say something about it because it's all over the blasted internet. Everybody is in such an uproar about the whole Will Smith, Chris Rock situation that happened last night at the Oscar Awards. No, I don't condone violence, but I will say this. Welcome to Aries season. And when you keep trying somebody, it's like a bully. You keep doing something to somebody, you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. Because you never know what somebody is internally going through. It may have been, but honestly, his wife has been going through alopecia, which is like a severe condition where you lose your hair. She's had to shave her hair bald. And for Chris Rock to constantly joke about it, that's not the first time he's joked about it. It probably just was a buildup of a lot of emotions for him, is what I'm thinking. And he just reacted. Like, I mean, it's a human reaction. Somebody constantly picking and your family being the brunt of jokes constantly in the public eye. Like, a person can only take so much. That's just my opinion. I feel like he lashed out because it was too much. And he didn't like to see, he looked for Jada's reaction and he didn't like what he saw, and that affected him. So he lashed out. That's just my thoughts. I don't know what y'all think about it, but it probably could have been for ratings. It could have been, because, you know, when it comes to celebrities, you with this type of stuff, some stuff is like, people were saying it's staged. Some people were saying it's staged. Some people are saying like, oh, well, you know, it was violent, blah, blah, blah. Will shouldn't have done this, blah, blah, blah. I get it. There's a time and place for everything, and violence is never the answer. But at the same time, like I said, you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. Hey, Divine Boo. I mean, it's like a kid, you know, like when you're in school. I was having this conversation with someone earlier. It's like a kid when you're in school, you know, you have that one bully. Yeah, you have that one bully that constantly keeps trying it. And the one day that you decide to fight that bully's looking at you crazy because they weren't expecting it. They weren't expecting it, even though they kept picking. They kept picking and picking. And it's like, you can only pick so long before that person breaks. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. Those are my thoughts. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying his action was right, nor was it the time and place, but we're all human and we're subject to, who knows? If somebody says something about my mama in front of me, who knows what my reaction would be? I don't know. Hopefully, I would not resort to violence. I don't know. But, you know, when you love somebody, you care about somebody, and somebody else is constantly poking fun, it's insensitive. Even if you are a comedian, it's insensitive. And people forget that. At the end of the day, celebrities are human just like the next person. So you playing around, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I ain't saying nobody is right. I ain't saying nobody is wrong. I'm just saying, okay? She's been, Aisha, I think she's been, like I said, she's been diagnosed with alopecia. So she didn't have to, but she shaved all of her hair off because it had been falling out in large chunks. And you know, women, we are very sensitive about our hair, especially Black women. I'm pretty sure other women of other cultures, like, their hair is a big deal for them. I mean, look at how much women pay to get their hair done. You know, it's a sensitive issue. So just imagine being in that type of situation and then somebody's like making fun of it. Like, nah, that's not cute. That's not cute. I just wanted to hear y'all's thoughts. What do y'all think? Because I've heard a lot of people say, oh, it was staged. It was staged. Could have been. Could have been. Let me see. All right, y'all. So while we are waiting for folks to hop in, I don't either, Divine. I don't feel it was staged either. But you know, a lot of people on the internet was saying that. They were like, oh, this was staged. This was just a distraction from, I don't know, from what's really going on, whatever that means. But I'm like, it looked like just a plain old reaction to me, by plain old human reaction. You said something smart and I slapped you. That's just what it looked like to me. I ain't saying that he was right, but I will say, I would want my man to defend me if somebody was coming at me like that. I would want my man to defend me. Now, I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not condoning violence, but act up, you can get snatched up type energy. Big Aries energy. And I also think too that, you know, as we're talking about this, it makes me think about, you know, like how American culture is so backwards, because you know how you have kids that literally take their own lives because they're being bullied in school and on social media by other kids and stuff like this. And American culture and society allows this type of behavior. We got grown comedians who get paid to make fun of other adults or other people. And everybody laughs at this like it's supposed to be funny. but we're all human at the end of the day, and that stuff takes a toll on you over a period of time. You know, when they talk about kids, oh, she's fat, or oh, she's too skinny, or oh, she looks like this. It's not cute. And you know, I think it's so weird to me that American culture, like, we normalize that being funny. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we normalize that, like, being funny. But I don't know. Those are just my thoughts. That and $2 might get you a cup of coffee. But those are just my random thoughts. Because I'm like, you know, as I'm thinking about it, like, it's like, put yourself in the other person's shoes. Like, how would you feel if you were struggling with your health, your hair was falling out, and somebody was making fun of you, and they consistently did it? And then, you know, and it's like, the fact that we normalize that in our culture is weird to me. Like, oh, and people, you know, people are like, well, that's what comedians do. But why is that normal, though? Because, you know, they call it joning on somebody, joning on this person, or making fun. And people literally come prepared to be roasted by comedians. And I'm just like, okay, I guess. It's just weird to me. Also, if you haven't watched it, I have uploaded a no contact, no communication reading. It's all signs. It's a general collective reading. So if you haven't watched it and you're kind of wondering about somebody that you haven't heard from in a little minute, it might resonate with you. You might want to look at it. And then I did a collective love reading to find out if the person you're dealing with is lying to you. So that was actually a really good one. So if you haven't checked it out, it is uploaded. Please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. I'm just trying to give folks a minute to hop in. While I'm waiting, I'm going to pull some cards. Let's get some advice from the spirit guides today. Let's see. I'm gonna pull a collective message. Ooh. Oh, and I also posted a self-love, self-care reading as well. I know that's not in the normal, you know, tarot genre of readings, the type readings people typically watch, but I posted it. So Spirit has messages for y'all. Yeah, the whole situation is messy. It's messy, Divine. It's all messy. Like, I guess when you're a celebrity, it's that whole life to me. Anybody who's a celebrity, it's like they put it's like putting your whole life, the good, the bad, and the ugly, out in the public. You know what I'm saying? And putting it out in the public and then expecting people to, you know, like, be okay with that. And it's like, nah. People are going to have something to say. And that's why I be telling people, like, I will never post pictures of me and my person on social media. I just won't do it. I could be happily married, in love, pregnant, whatever. I'm not posting it on social media because people are so damn rude. Like I was just saying earlier, it's like this generation, I think they call it the millennials. Like, it's become such a normal, y'all tell me what y'all think. And let me know if you agree or disagree, because I'm open to people disagreeing with me. I don't expect people to agree with me all the time. I really don't. Like, it's okay to have a difference in opinion because I'm an open-minded person. My rising is Libra. So I think people, hey Tasha Love, I think that people, like the younger generation, when I say younger generation, I'm going to say under 30, like under 25, 30, like the younger generation from like 15 to 25. It's normal. It's like normal, like inappropriate behavior is now normal. Like, I'm gonna give y'all an example, right? You can see two young girls in the mall, right? Or in the nail salon, because I've seen this happen. And they're like, hey, bitch, hey, bitch. Like, that's a normal thing. So disrespectful behavior has become a normal thing. Or a child telling the parent, I don't like this, I don't want this, I'm not going to eat that, don't get me that. Like, that type of behavior has become so normal. It's normal in sitcoms, it's normal in reality TV shows. And so everybody thinks that it's cute and it's funny to be mean, to be rude, to be aggressive, to be hostile. They think it's cute and it's funny. All of those emotions are necessary. Like, we need to be aggressive. We need to be assertive. We need to be angry. Exactly, Aisha. And that's something I will never let anybody call me. Like, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. But the thing is, especially no man, because people think it's not cute when he's calling you that and he's meaning it seriously. Yeah. It's like normalizing disrespect, and then when it happens in your face, then you're shocked because you've allowed it to become such a normal habit. This is funny because I was having a conversation with someone earlier about setting boundaries, and that's what it made me think. Like, there's no boundaries in public anymore. People literally make out in public. That's where they develop that term, you need to get a room, because people are inappropriate. Like, yes, Divine, I'm telling you. They're literally out here almost like literally having sex in public. And it's like, that's inappropriate. 30, 40 years ago, that's inappropriate behavior. Take that and go somewhere and go. That should be go. Like, that's not acceptable. Like, children shouldn't have to be exposed to certain things because adults want to be free. And everybody is all about this liberal spirit and being, free spirit, freedom of speech, freedom of this, freedom of that. But really, there's no such thing, because when you really do start talking about facts and what's really going on, and you start talking about real things, your platform gets shut down. You get banned from Facebook. They take your post down. They will put strikes against your YouTube channel. Because it's not according to their standards and their guidelines. So when it comes to freedom, there really is no freedom. But people have gotten this idea of, well, I can say what I want to say and I can do what I want to do, whether it's inappropriate or it's not. So now people are just doing and saying anything. Anything goes. There's no boundaries. When you drop your child off at daycare, you drop your child off at school, you drop your child off with other relatives, you have no idea, unless you've done research, what they're being exposed to. See what I'm saying? You have no idea what they're being exposed to. So now you've got to go back and retrain and reprogram. Oh, honey, that's not acceptable. We don't say that. It's not okay for us to say that. That's not how we speak to other people. Be kind, say please and thank you. Like, simple little everyday manners. It's like, now it's a struggle. It's a struggle to teach children those types of things. Like, it's okay. Like, if it doesn't work out, it's okay. No is okay. No, you cannot have that. You don't need to throw a tantrum about it. Maybe later we can get something different. But you know what I'm saying? Like, inappropriate behavior has been so normalized. It's like, it's common now. It's common. Yeah. Exactly, Aquarian. Workplace, there's no boundaries in a workplace. Co-workers getting into fights. Co-workers coming in and killing people. Shooting people up. Like, it's a mess. Daycare centers, yeah. School, like, their inappropriate behavior has become normal. People will cut in front of you in line. Exactly, Aquarian. People will cut in front of you in line at the drive-thru. I don't know if y'all have experienced that, but people will do that. Like, they will literally come and get in front of you, knowing damn well you were there first, and think that you're supposed to be okay with it. And this is how violent stuff happens, because some people are not okay with it and they're not going to tolerate it. But other people think it's okay to force their way or bogart their way in front of you, knowing that it's like, what happened to common courtesy and politeness? It's not. I literally was just having this conversation at work with someone I was interviewing, because one of my pet peeves, I don't know what y'all pet peeves are, but y'all let me know in the chat box. Let me know in the comments what your pet peeves are when you go out to eat. But one of my pet peeves is when I walk into a facility, you better acknowledge me. Because if I came in there, I came in to spend money. So the fact that I'm coming into your establishment to spend money and you act like you don't see me, oh, I'm walking out. I'm walking out. Somebody don't speak to me, I'm walking out. Like, I'm coming in there to spend my money. So somebody should acknowledge my presence. I shouldn't have to be sitting at a table for 30, 45 minutes waiting for a waitress to bring me a menu. It's a no for me. It's a no. Yeah. Oh yeah, Aquarian, for sure. For sure, because so much stuff has changed and inappropriate behavior has become the norm. Like, it's almost like people are okay with being selfish, being rude, being condescending to other people, ignoring people, making demands instead of requests, like asking, is it possible I can get a refund for this? This isn't what I ordered. Like, yeah. Exactly. And it's funny you bring up McDonald's, Aisha, because even if you go and get a burger from somewhere, right? It used to be where if you get a burger and fries, they automatically would put like ketchup and napkins and stuff in your bag. Because most Americans, if you get a burger, you're going to need what? Ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, right? Those are the three basic things that you need when you order a burger. And you put napkins in the bag. Now you gotta ask. And then they get an attitude with you for asking for condiments that are supposed to come with a burger and fries. Like, make it make sense. I got a drink. I should have a straw. I have something messy. I should have napkins. 1 + 1 is 2. Like, yeah. And customer service is like, just wow. Just wow. Okay. Like last week I was at the store. I had to return that light I was telling y'all about that kept cutting off, right? So I had to go and I had to wait in the customer service exchange line. This was right around the time that really bad accident had happened. So I'm going to check out. I get to the checkout. One of the Walmart associates, she comes around the corner and she sees another girl who's playing on her phone. Mind you, she's at work. She's playing on her phone. We're at the self-checkouts and she goes, "That girl is dead." That's what she said in front of everybody. "That girl is dead." She was like, "What?" She was like, "Yeah, that girl you was talking about on Facebook, she was in that accident and she dead." That's exactly how she said it. I'm like, first of all, why is that a conversation right here, right now? Y'all have customers. You're supposed to be at work. Where's your discernment and discretion? Why are you saying that out loud? What if I was her cousin? What if I was her best friend? What if I was something close, very extremely close to her? And you're saying that out loud. Like, people don't use discretion and they don't use respect. It's like, out of respect, why are you saying this out loud? Like, that's exactly how she said it. And I was just in shock because I've never in my life heard anybody be so insensitive towards another person, another human being. And I was just like, what? Like, I had to stop for a minute at the checkout because I was like, did she just say what I thought she said? And sure enough, she came right back around the corner and said it again. I was like, first of all, there's customers. The people on the other side of me who were checking out, they were looking at her like, oh my God, she did not just say what she said. Yes, she did. And she said it loud in front of everybody. And I'm just like, what if I was her grandmother? What if I was her aunt? What if I was her sister? Like, it's not your business, one, but everybody goes to Facebook for stuff. And then number two, it's like, you're in a public setting. It's not the time and place. It's inappropriate. It's inappropriate. Like, if you are somebody who was invited to the funeral, that would be an appropriate place to talk about it. But it's not even anybody that you're related to. It's on Facebook. Exactly, Divine. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just like, wow. I mean, when you see the direction and the way the world is going, it's disgusting. Like, it's utterly repulsive because it's like people are so self-centered and people are inconsiderate. Yep, exactly. You said all three words, Divine. Rude, lazy, and entitled. And it's just like with what I do every day as an employment specialist, I see those very ages coming into my office looking for jobs, right? So when I ask them what type of jobs they're looking for, well, I literally had a guy tell me Friday, he was like, I don't want to do too much labor. I said, then you don't want to work. What do you mean? What do you mean? Exactly, Divine. Oh, it's just no respect. It's no respect. I said, okay, so can you tell me what kind of job you're looking for? Something where I don't have to do too much. What? Whether you're working in a freezer, you're restocking shelves, whether you're taking care of patients, giving them meds, making their beds, cleaning their laundry, feeding them food, whatever you got going on, you're going to have to get up and do some work. Hell, even I work in an office. I have to do physical things. I have to clean my office. I have to do filing. I have to throw trash out. I have boxes of copying paper, heavy boxes I have to bring in. It's not just, okay, I'm sitting at the computer, which primarily I'm doing, and I'm typing all day, but I'm on the phone. I'm going from this desk to that desk. You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean? Where I don't have to do too much? Then they'll tell me, oh, well, I just want to drive a forklift. But hold on. You have to be licensed to drive a forklift. A forklift is not something you just hop on and hot ride. You have to learn because there's different kinds of forklifts. There's standing, there's sit down, there's so many different things. Absolutely not, Aisha. Oh wow, Aquarian. Yeah, better things are definitely headed your way. I would throw all of that. That whole situation is trash, and I would leave it there. I would leave it there because you've hung on to that situation way too long anyway. And it was Spirit's way of saying it's time to go. It's time to go. Better things are headed for you. That whole situation is trash. Like, I don't understand people. I don't understand people. And then with the young ones, like Divine was saying, like 18 to 25, they tend to want to job hop. I'm like, you need to sit down somewhere, stick to a job for at least a good 6 months to a year before you decide to start hopping around from job to job, because it looks bad to me as an employer. If I see that you're inconsistent on a job, you haven't stayed there at least 90 days, I'm already looking at you some type of way. Like, why should I even waste my time hiring you? Because you're inconsistent. Unless you have a serious situation why you had to leave that job, you had a medical situation, a family member passed away, you shouldn't be hopping around. Oh, I stayed at that job for 30 days and I left. For what? For what? It just wasn't the job for me. So you quit that job and had no job for the past 6 months. Make it make sense. Because at least if you're going to quit a job, you have another job lined up, because that makes sense. Exactly, because they usually are unstable. They're usually very unstable. I'm going to take it a stretch further. I'm going to say to 30, because sometimes 26, 27, men, they still trying to get it together. They are still trying to get it together. Because I'm like, wait a minute. And then they'll be telling me too, they'll be like, oh, I got a baby on the way. Okay, so you have even more reason to stay at work, to stay employed. So you job hopping is not going to create security, financial security for your family. I got a baby on the way. Okay, so we need to work on staying employed, correct? Okay, that's what I thought. Y'all don't get me going today. Yeah, but all of that to say that American society is so disrespectful. It's so disrespectful, and it's so inappropriate. It's so inappropriate. And it's kind of scary too, because even if you, like Aisha's saying, even if you date older people, like older men, they tend to be set in such ways that they, you know what I mean? Like they're so set in their ways. They only want to do things a particular way because that's the way they've always done it. And they don't see anything outside of that. So, you know what I mean? Like you don't have that freedom to say, this isn't working for me. You know, like, can we switch it up? Because this isn't working. And that's one of the drawbacks about dealing with someone who's older. Older, they tend to be more mature. They tend to be more stable. But you got them few. You got them few that's like, damn, you're almost 50 and you still out here struggling like that? Like, come on now. Come on now. Get it together. All right, girls. It's just, I feel like as a collective, we're going to all have to work together, you know, and which I had posted in my stories, I think it was Friday night, like fasting and praying, because fasting and praying is going to help draw you closer to the Almighty. Fasting and prayer is going to help you let go of that spirit of like inappropriate behavior. Exactly, Divine. Are you serious, Aisha? Girl, no. Fasting and prayer helps increase intuitive abilities, and I've been stressing that importance to, like, you know, tapping into your intuition, really getting to tap into your inner knowing. Intuition is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the more you use it, the stronger it becomes. But when you constantly question yourself, you constantly doubt, you constantly operate from a place of fear, you constantly second guess your decisions. So it's hard for you to be solid in whatever it is you believe or whatever it is that you're, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever it is that you practice spiritually. So Divine, I'm not gonna play with you. I'm not gonna play with you. Box hopping. It'd be a mess. It'd be a mess. They really do, though. They really do. Because they be trying to get out of paying bills. And I think a lot of men are like that in general. Like, they really be trying to get out of having to pay bills. Oh, I'm going to be in this relationship with her because she makes more money than me. She makes more money than me. Exactly. But yeah, I had posted I think it was Friday night, because very much a turn off, because it's like, you're not, stop that, just stop it. It's not cute. It's not cute. You got a 50-year-old man trying to keep up with kids. No, I think that's normal, Aquarian. I think that's normal. I think that's normal. And most times people know when they do something shitty, most people know exactly what they've done. So they're not surprised. They may act surprised, but they know exactly what they've been doing. People aren't dumb. They may act like it, but they're not dumb. Don't let them fool you. They know exactly what's going on. If you sent a donation, let us know, because I'm just having an open live chat right now. So if you sent a donation for a reading, super chat, or anything, let me know, okay? Drop a green heart so we know, hey, I have a question. Let us know. You can use super chat. Welcome to my channel, Asia. You can use super chat, or you can use PayPal or Cash App, whatever you prefer. It's up to you, boo. It is totally up to you. It's 12:22, love. But yeah, older men is not, I don't know where people get this misconception. A lot of women think that, you know, if they date an older man, which it has its pros, but there's cons too, you know? So a lot of people tend to assume that older is better because they think, oh, well, he's more mature, You know, it's gonna be a better situation. Not always the case at all. Like, girl. You have to be careful regardless of age, because you get too young and let's see. Thank you, Asia Love. Let's find out. Oh my goodness. Okay. I got you, Aisha. I'm so sorry to hear that, Asia. I know it can be tough, like when you go through a breakup. So let's find out what's going on in your person's heart space, head space, and we'll go from there, love. Let's see. What's in his head space? All right. Holy Spirit, Divine Source, please show me the messages for Asia in regards to her Divine Masculine. Mylan. What are his thoughts towards her in the connection? Why do you intuitively feel that you guys continue to have arguments, Asia? Is it that you guys just can't seem to agree like on the same thing, or do you think it's just like he's not ready to commit? Like, what do you feel intuitively that is? Because maybe this will be confirmation for you, or a little bit more clarity. Thank you, Aquarian Love. If you donated, please drop a green heart. Okay, yeah. So you both have some work to do. Because relationships require understanding and a little bit of compromise. It's like finding that balance. Oh, okay. So somebody's petty. Somebody's petty sometimes, because, you know, somebody likes things a particular way. Both of y'all could have little petty things about yourselves that's like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to eat that. I don't like that. Like that type of thing. And that, you know, that could really affect it. Is somebody in this connection an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo? Or a fire sign? Because I'm feeling it. Let's see. He still cares. I kid you not. This is what flew out when I asked Spirit what's in his headspace. It says, Spirit does not play. I'm like, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Don't think because I'm silent, I don't care. I care about you so much. Yep, y'all both stubborn. AF. Even though he's not talking, he cares about you. Girl, I'm a whole mood. Yeah, even though he's not talking, he still cares about you. Don't think he doesn't care. But like you said, he's stubborn. Aries men are very stubborn, and they can be quiet. Every Aries man that I know, and I have quite a few of them in my family, I love them dearly. But Aries men are very selfish. They're very competitive. And if it doesn't fit their narrative, they feel some type of way. Like, my way or the highway type deal. But you are a Taurus. You're a Taurus. You're a Taurus, baby. And I know all about Tauruses. My mother is a Taurus. My grandmother is a Taurus. And my sister is a Taurus. I'm already knowing these things. And Taurus women are very particular. You guys like to know. You like to feel secure. But you also like the finer things. You guys are very particular about things, very detailed. So, you know, I do. You guys are very particular about the way that you want things, and y'all don't settle. It's either 100% or not at all. So y'all don't do half-ass. So if he's half-assing anything, it makes you feel some type of way because you want him to go all the way, not just 25%. You want him to go all the way. And that's one thing I know about Taurus. So that could be where the, you know, where the clashing comes in, because you're wanting him to be fully involved in whatever it is going on, and he's not. Where you might be a very tidy, very clean, very organized type of individual, he may not be. And it could just simply be personality traits. You know what I mean? Like where you're very neat and organized, he could be very sloppy and disorganized. And that could cause friction. That really can cause friction. Yeah. And that's the thing. He's gonna have to grow up. You know what I mean? Like just, I feel like y'all be back together though. That's what I feel like. I feel like y'all be back together. I feel like he's just having an Aries tantrum. It is Aries season. Welcome to Aries season. He's having a moment, but as quickly as Aries gets upset, they'll be back around. He still loves you. He just wants things his way. So it's like he's pouting. You know what I mean? He's pouting. That's what it is. He's just pouting. And the thing is, like, and sometimes because you like things a particular way, so the way that you word it to him may feel like, to him, it may feel like you're trying to control him. And Aries men are very dominant. So they don't like to feel like you're trying to mother them. You know what I mean? They don't like to feel like you're telling them what to do or what they should be doing, even though you really are, you know? Sometimes, I was saying this to someone, one of my clients last week, she called me. And it's like, you know that saying, it's not what you said, but how you said it? Because I can tell that you're very blunt as well, very direct with what you need or what you want. Thank you, Divine Love. So, you know, the best thing that my mom always told us as children is to, you know, maybe put it in a question form. Like, honey, is there any way that you can move your dirty boots off of my new white rug? I appreciate you. Thank you. Even though you're like really, really pissed off right now that he's got his damn muddy ass boots on your rug that you just cleaned. Like, just, you know what I mean? Like, just put it in a question format for him. Do you think, since you're already out, babe, that you could pick up something to drink for me on your way home? Would you mind taking care of that? You see what I'm saying? Instead of saying, I need something to drink, since you're bringing the food, I need you to bring me something. You see what I'm saying? It's the way that you say it, not how you say it, but the way that you say it. Not what you said, but how you said it. Yes, that's what I meant. So sometimes it helps to just try to word things differently. So he's not, you know what I mean? Like, so quick to shut down. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can give him, like, and then praise for the good things. Like, oh, babe, you took care of such and such. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You took care of the light bill this time. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's one less thing I have to worry about. I appreciate it. Absolutely, love. Let's see. And I got Aries energy here. Yeah. Here, what's in his headspace? Yeah, he's trying to control his thoughts. Because right now, what he's thinking is things are not fair. That's what he feels like. Things are not fair. Because I have justice in reverse. Like, he feels like things are not fair between the two of you. Spirit, can you clarify? And I feel that too, because that's Libra energy. I feel like he feels like he's being forced. And it should be freely, you know what I mean? It should be freely, you know? Thank you, Asia love. It should never feel forced. He is happy with you, and he does want to work on this. The Ten of Cups is here. This is beautiful energy. He is happy with you, and he really does want to work on this. How does the Aries view Asia? Oh, you're good, love. I appreciate you anyway. Like, I tell my moderators, like, even if, as long as the person is, you know, at least I can respect someone who respects my work. So even if you paid $5, you know, I'm still grateful because you're showing appreciation for the energetic exchange. So thank you. So how does he view Asia? You're most welcome. 5 of Wands. He feels like there's a he almost kind of sees you as competition. You know what I mean? He kind of sees you as competition. Spirit, can you clarify? I'm going to clarify competition. It does. It does, Aisha. Sometimes he feels, okay. I don't know if he said this to you, Asia. But like I said, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Because sometimes he feels like you guys get into arguments or disagreements because you make him feel insecure. I don't know what you said or how you said it, but you make him feel like this. And I don't feel like it's intentional. I don't feel like you intentionally make him feel that way, because how he feels, it's his choice. But this is how he's viewing you mentally. Like, man, am I good enough for her? Like, does she appreciate anything that I do? Like, that's what I'm hearing. Does she really appreciate anything that I do for her? I don't know. Like, I don't know. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know. He does love you. That's the thing about it. Like, he does love you. I think right now he just needs the time to calm himself down, to get back balanced out so that he can come back to the situation and you guys can peacefully resolve it. And this is one of the things I like to talk about on my channel is conflict resolution, because there's always a peaceful solution to whatever the situation is that's going on. Even though you guys may not agree on everything, you're not going to. You won't always see eye to eye on everything. But to respectfully disagree and to respectfully state how you feel, that should always be critical in any healthy connection. How does he view Asia? Knight of Cups. He does see you at, okay, so this is really great. Knight of Cups. He sees you as very loving, supportive, respectful, and romantic. That's how he views you. Does it, Aisha? What are his intentions, Spirit? What are the Aries' intentions towards Asia? Intentions, possible outcome. This came out in the reverse. I'm gonna leave it in reverse. This is the Moon in reverse. So this tells me he wants to get clear on where things are going, because the Moon is like illusions, not being able to see things clearly. But with it being in reverse, this tells me that he's willing to work on, also it's shadow work. So there's a lot of trauma that he still carries with him. It could be past relationship trauma, or it could be childhood trauma. So when you say certain things, it triggers him. I don't know how long you guys have been together, but if you didn't know, now you know. There's certain things that you say, or certain words like never, always, you know, like, how do I say this? Like, sometimes we threaten. Sometimes we threaten our partners and we're joking about it in a joking way. Like, if you don't do this, then I'm gonna leave because I can find somebody better. Like, constantly throwing jokes, like little hints out there, like when you're not upset, but it's like a joke. Like, you low-key really mean it. Like that, he takes that in and he bottles that up and he thinks, well, damn, like, it makes him second guess the connection. Like, if you ever say anything around those terms, may not exactly be that, but it may make him second guess, like, you know, am I really good enough? And does she really love me? Like, in his mind. But his desire, it looks like his desire here is to get clear with you on how he feels and what it is that he wants. I honestly think a really good heart-to-heart conversation is needed here, where you're just listening. Just listening. Let him say whatever he needs to say. Let him get it out. Because a lot of times men bottle emotions up because, you know, they're seen as like, you know, if they express it. But Get him to a point where he's comfortable and he's just talking and you're just listening. And you're taking away little gold nuggets of what he's saying. Okay, so he's saying this makes him feel like this when I say this. Or if I say something like this. Or he really does love me. He really does see a future with me. But, right? What are the Aries' intentions, possible intentions towards Asia? Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. Yeah. He's still very much attracted to you. He still very much wants to come towards you with his Knight of Wands. But he's a little bit wishy-washy. And I have the Knight of Wands next to the Two of Pentacles. Thank you, Spirit, for confirmation. It's like he's torn between coming back and being solid and just walking away and doing his own thing. Because like I said, he's a free spirit. So he likes to do things his way. And I think that's the challenge for him. Like him having to consider that when you're in a relationship, it's not all about just you. It's not about you. I talked about this last week on my Instagram account. A lot of people talk about, loving myself, and that's cute and all. And this is my selfish season. But when you're in a relationship, you can't have a selfish season because there's another human being on the end of that is affected. Yeah. Okay. So 10 of Pentacles. He wants to work this out because he sees you as his end all be all person. He sees you as the one that he wants to have a stable, committed connection with. Somebody that he can build with. Somebody that's responsible, practical, all of those things. So he sees you as the whole package. And he may end up reaching out because I have the Page of Wands here on the bottom of the deck. So he may end up reaching out to you to make amends. I think he just needs time to cool off. That's what I'm thinking. Spirit, what's the advice? What's the advice? Because Aries are hot-headed. Aries are hot-headed. Especially if they feel like they've been wronged, they're hot-headed. Yeah. He really does love you. And that's really beautiful that I'm picking that up here. He really does love you. It's just like he's conflicted mentally because of the conflict. And the conflict came up. I got the 5 of Wands here. That's arguing, that's competition, that's he feels like he has to fight for your affections. Like he has to jump through hoops to please you sometimes. And he just feels like sometimes he feels like you do too much. That's really what he thinks sometimes. Like she does too much. Like she works, it's too much. And it's only because like I said, he has his own way of doing things. And he wants to do things his way. Because what you're asking, I'm pretty sure it's not too much, honestly. But men are a different breed. And so they see, sometimes you can ask them to do something and they're just like, damn, she's doing too much. You say, oh, well, babe, let's go out this weekend and, let's spend some time out, night on the town or whatever. Oh, now you want me to do this? I was going to go to the guys. Like, you know what? No. But yeah, he loves you. He loves you. And I feel like he's going to come back around with this Page of Wands because the pages are messages. The message with the Page of Wands, pages are messages for all my tarot students. Pages are messages. And with the fire sign energy, it's a message of passion. I do love you. I spoke without thinking. I know I shouldn't have reacted this type of way, but Spirit said on the horizon, like that type of message. Like, I do want to see how we can work things out, blah, blah, blah. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah. Spirit said trust that this is all going to work out. Trust that it's all going to work out. Give him time. Give him time, girl. Because he, like I said, he's hot-headed. So he needs some time to get his attitude right. Get his little attitude right. He'll be back around. Yeah, recovery, time to heal. And he may still be healing. Like I said, he still carries some trauma from, you know, feeling insecure. And I noticed that a lot of Aries battle, like, they battle bouts of depression. They battle bouts of feeling inadequate or not feeling, feeling insecure. So it's not you, it's him. Within a month, Spirit says within a month, give it time. You'll see more improvements within a month. Yeah, seek more information. I feel like when he does reach out, see what you can find out from him. See if you guys can just calmly have a conversation. Like, listen, babe, I love you so much. I really want to work on this. Tell me, what can I do? What can I do to help make things a lot easier between us so we're not arguing? Like, how can I help the situation? Like, what can I do differently? He gonna be in shock. He's gonna be like, what? She's asking me what she can do differently? Like, what can I do differently? Because I really don't want to argue. And I'm not interested in, you know, raising my voice and hollering and screaming and all that rah-rah. Like, what can I do to help this situation? Because I really want things to work out. You know what I mean? I want peace, not problems. So, you know, if we can sit down and talk about whatever issues we got and how we're planning on working on them and actually, you know, come up with a plan, that would be great. That would be great. Because all I'm simply asking is A, B, C, right? That's it, that's all. So, I hope that helps you, love. Wishing you all the best in your connection with the Aries. Thank you so much for hopping in. Please be sure to subscribe and thumbs up the live stream if you enjoyed it. Whoever's next, please drop your question. But yeah, you're most welcome. Yeah, I highly suggest, Asia, putting it in a question form, whatever you have to say to him, because Aries actually are very sensitive. They are actually very sensitive. It's the way that you say it. That's what it is. It's the way that you say it. Not what you said, but how you said it. It makes a big difference. And then if you come back and let me know, how it works out. I feel like before the month is over, yeah. I do feel like I feel like you'll reconcile probably by the end of the week, if not the beginning of next week. But I feel like for sure it may take him a month to get, you know what I mean, to get into the groove of you guys communicating in a healthy way, because he has to retrain his way of responding. Like you said, he shuts down. He stops talking. And a lot of people do that when they want to avoid certain conversations. They shut down, they disappear, they leave. When the topic changes to something that they don't want to hear, they tend to ignore, deny. And we can't have that going on. So, of course, always keep your standards high, as I know you do. Keep your standards high, but allow him the opportunity and the space to heal and learn that he has to kind of mature when you guys have tough conversations, because you're going to have tough conversations. That's a part of being an adult. I mean, tough conversations are going to be had. You're going to talk about children. You're going to talk about the future. You're going to talk about marriage. You're going to talk about bills. Like, those conversations have to be had, whether he likes it or not. And then if he can't get with that, then he may not be the person for you, because you need someone that's going to be a mature, responsible adult when it comes to having a normal conversation. It doesn't even have to be an argument. It's just, you know, how are we going to take care of this and such, and what about this, and what are the plans? And, you know, shutting down is not a healthy communication response, because you get nowhere. You get nowhere when the person shuts down like that. Okay, y'all. So who is next? Who is next, my dears? That's great. That's great. But then the other little things like around the house, like y'all, like your little things that you're picky about, like those can be worked on. Those are just petty little situations. So he has to learn to just let it go. And you kind of have to learn too to not allow him to get to you. Do not allow him to get to you. Keep moving on like you didn't even see it. Like, okay, he's in here throwing one of his tantrums. I'm gonna go ahead and keep mopping my living room floor. Like, I don't see this. This is not bothering me. I'm gonna go ahead and continue cooking dinner. Like, he will get over himself. He will get over himself, you know? Sometimes men get in moods and you just gotta just like you do with toddlers. You know when babies be hollering for a little while and you just gotta let them cry themselves to sleep sometimes, because no matter what you do, they can't be pacified. Let him sit to the side by himself, have his little tantrum. He will get over it. Give him an hour, give him 30 minutes. He'll get through it. Like I said, it's not over. He'll get through it. He just wants what he wants, like a toddler. He wants what he wants when he wants it, and life doesn't revolve around just him. It doesn't. And if he respects you enough, he'll understand that you have little things, like little pet peeves and stuff like that bother you, and he'll respect that. Yeah, he'll respect that. Sometimes we as women, we overthink and we over worry about things that's not even our concern. He's having a meltdown because he doesn't want to move his jacket off my couch. I'm finna move this jacket. I'm finna hang it up and put it in the closet my damn self. If he won't do it, it's still finna get moved. Whether he has a whole fit about, I put my jacket over there. Well, I don't like stuff in my living room. So you can figure out another place to put your stuff. It doesn't have to be complicated. How about we put your jacket somewhere where you have access to it and it's still not on my couch because it's not a part of decoration. You see what I'm saying? There's no need to overthink it. You just have to learn to move around. Move around, moods, move around, mood swings, move around attitudes. We can swim through this, baby. He will be just fine. Y'all will be just fine. You just have to roll with the waves, because you know, when it's up, it's up. When it's down, it's down. But y'all get through it. Let's see, Aquarian. Let's find out. You're most welcome, love. Thank you so much for hopping in, and thank you so much for supporting my channel. I truly appreciate you. Let's see. All right, Aquarian, let's see. I am so happy for you, Aquarian. I'm so glad that you have better opportunities coming up, and that's really what Spirit wants you to focus on. Don't focus on the loss. Don't focus on fear. Just, you know what I mean? Don't focus on the fear. That's a blessing. And that's the thing. When we learn to trust, things work out. Things work out. I've been affirming that since this weekend. I was like, listen, I just said a mental prayer, and I'm just like, Father, may your will be done. May your will be done, not mine, because you know better than I do. Whatever you got in store for me, help me to be ready for it. Help me to be ready for it. Help me not to worry. Help me not to worry. Help me not to overthink a situation that I have no control over, because we don't have the control. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just be grateful for the experience. That job was an experience that you had to go through for something. It was a learning experience. I also think part of that, I feel that part of that job experience was for you to realize when you were in a toxic environment and get the hell out. ASAP, because it was nothing but toxicity. And you hung on, and you hung on, and you hung on. And you can only hang on so much before you fall off or you get kicked out. And so Spirit said, we're going to have to kick you out because you're not leaving on your own. That's how it works sometimes. That's how it works sometimes when the universe throws, like, we get put in situations to test what we're going to do, how we're going to react. How are we going to react in this situation? You know what I'm saying? And it's either it's, you know, like the response is fight or flight. Spirit says you're going to fight through it or you're going to flee from it. Fight through it or flee from it. Which one are you doing? And so you try to fight and keep fighting and fighting, but sometimes you're fighting a losing battle. Because no matter how much you try, the environment is so severely toxic that you cannot thrive. You cannot ascend. You cannot do anything in that company because of the environment. So it's time to go. It's time to go. All right, Spirit. Well, Aquarian, get the position. Now, just keep in mind, Aquarian, this is a possibility. It's not set in stone, but I'm going to ask Spirit, what is the possibility of you getting this position? Spirit, what is the possibility of Aquarian getting this position that she applied for and so desires? Let's find out. We got the King of Swords. Exactly. Exactly. And when you leave it in God's hands, he works it out. He works it out. Yeah, they're going to be honest and upfront with you about what they have to offer with this Ace of Pentacles here. We've got the King of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. And so with the King of Swords, it's like you have to go into this with a clear, open mind. You have to go into this ready to pay attention and ready to strategize how you're going to navigate through this. I also feel like they're going to communicate clearly what their expectations of you are, what the benefits are, whether they offer insurance, 401k, vacation, paid holidays, FMLA, like whatever they offer, they're going to lay all that on the table. You know, your pay rate, hourly, however they do it, weekly, bi-weekly. They're going to lay all of that on the table for you to make a decision. The Empress. You may have the potential to really grow within this company. This may definitely be a catalyst for your growth in your career. So this is a really, really great opportunity. That's great. Yeah. That can put you up in a very good position with this Queen of Coins. This is Queen of Pentacle energy. I love this. She's beautiful. It's like you're doing well, you're thriving. I also get too, okay, so I love it. I love this Queen of Coins. This is the Fountain Tarot for anybody asking. It's on Amazon. It was gifted to me. But you see how she has like a black dress. This is all the toxicity that you've been surrounded with, you know, with that black. But then you see green. You see all the green. And green is healing energy. So it's like this is going to create this opportunity. This represents the opportunity that's coming towards you with this ace, this pentacle here. This is going to create an opportunity for growth and healing because you're coming out of a toxic environment. And also the Queen of Pentacles, she's practical. This is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. So it's going to allow you to be in a position, yes, where you can actually grow and excel in your position and in your career. So it's going to be very fulfilling and I feel like soothing energy. Because when I look at this, I get like, I don't know why I'm feeling like aloe vera. Why aloe vera? I don't even know why aloe vera. But aloe vera, I dreamed about aloe vera this morning. Don't know why, but I wanted to get an aloe vera plant. Soothing, healing, that type of thing. But that's the opportunity that's presenting itself to you in this situation. So it looks like this could really work out in your favor, where it boosts you up to be able to excel, to be able to do things maybe that you thought that you couldn't do. Because the last company didn't appreciate your worth. It was a missed opportunity. Look, I'm going to show you before I shuffle. The last company, it was a 4 of Cups situation. They did not appreciate your skills and talents with their company. They didn't appreciate you as an employee, so they lost you. See it? When you don't appreciate the blessings that are given to you, God takes them away from you. That's what happens when you're ungrateful. Whether you're an employer or a regular person. You all right, Ricky? You threw your bowl out. I'm going to let you out in a minute. Yeah, and all things happen in divine timing. Y'all know Rico can't be trusted. I can't let him out. Because he does the most and I get no peace. Ooh, yeah, strength. Yes, I love it. The lesson was for you to stand in your power. Learn to stand in your power. Stand in your power, though. Spirit says you are more powerful than you even realize. And be confident. This is big Leo energy. So be confident in your skills. Be confident in yourself. Be confident in your abilities. Because Aquarian, you have the experience like they told you. Why wouldn't you apply for the highest position? Even if you think, well, I don't necessarily have, right, congratulations. You should be patting yourself on the back because you deserve this opportunity. It's like, even if you think, well, I may not necessarily meet all of the criteria. Listen, honey, shoot for the stars. Shoot for the stars, honey, because if you shoot for the stars and let's say you don't reach the stars, you'll at least get the moon. Right? You still up there, though. You are still in the celestial realm. Always shoot for the highest. Always aim for the highest. Always aim for the best because you deserve the best. Yep, but you have to really be confident in yourself. Like, don't let somebody make you feel intimidated or make you feel like, well, maybe I can't do this or maybe I'm not that good at. No, ma'am. Absolutely not. You are the best at what you do, and you have to tell yourself that. I am the best at what I do. I am gifted. I am talented, period. It doesn't matter who else questions that. I know that I'm good at what I do. And I'm not telling you anything that I don't tell myself. Because you have to tell yourself that so that you can meet that expectation. The subconscious mind picks it up and it says, let's go. You got this. Right? Yeah, Spirit says you have to stand in your power and you have to also learn to let go. 8 of Cups, let go of what is no longer serving you. Everything has an expiration date. I'm going to say that. Because when people think of death, they think of death in a physical sense, but relationships die too. Connections die too. Business ventures die too. Careers die too. It has a season. Like it says in the book of Ecclesiastes, there is a time and season for everything. There's a time and a season for everything. So there's nothing new under the sun. But everything that's been done will be done again. So just because this job has ended, that cycle has closed itself out. It's time for a new type of job. It could be self-employment. It could be, working together with family, a family business. It could be anything. It could be a side hustle. It could be a main job. Whatever it is, it could be corporate. It could be production. It could be anything. But everything has a cycle. It begins and it ends. Most things in this life are temporary. That's why it's about the experience. Exactly. You have to let it go. Spirit says you have to find your inner strength. You're powerful. More powerful than you give yourself credit for being. And be confident in knowing that you did the best you could. You know that you did the best you could in every possible way. So it's not on you. Release those burdens because they're not yours to carry. Do you see it? Release those burdens because they are not yours to carry. When you hear like taking your energy back, that's literally what you had to do because that place drained your energy. That's why the selenite turned colors on both ends. Look at my selenite stick. My selenite stick is great. It's beautiful. Your selenite stick was gray on both ends of it. Gray and black on both ends of it. Not a good sign. You know what I'm saying? Not a good sign. But you got to learn to walk away, to end connections, to end situations that are not working for you. If it's not in your highest good, if it's not helping you to grow, where is it going? You see what I'm saying? You are stagnant there. You are stagnant there. You work hard. You are dedicated. You are hardworking. You are focused. Stay in that energy. Let nothing stop you. Let nothing stop you. Teamwork makes the dream work. This will be an opportunity for you to really focus in on your career with this 8 of coins and 3 of coins. You will be working with a team that wants to go and do the best. So that's a possible outcome here of this job opportunity. It looks like it'll be a really beautiful opportunity for you to grow, to make more money, and to become very well versed in what you do. Look at this. Will she get the chance or no? Did I miss anybody? If you donated and I missed you, please let me know, because I want to make sure I get you. Riki. Y'all, Rico ignores me sometimes. Rico. Hey, Reedy. Do you want to come out? Will you behave if I let you out? Spirit will agree. Does she get this job? Let's see. Let's see it. Ooh, okay. All right, Spirit. We got the 6 of Swords, the Star. I really love this energy. I love it. I love it. Man. Okay, no, that's on the first try. We got 2 more to pull. Here will Aquarian. Will Aquarian possibly get this job? Yes or no? Yes or no? Let us know. Yeah. Absolutely. You know, angels come in different forms. That's just like soulmates. You know, people be like, oh, I think this man is my soulmate. No, your best friend is a soulmate. Your best friend, you know, somebody that you confide in, you trust, and this person really wants to see you do well. They're there for you, you know. Absolutely. Ooh, we got a yes. We got a yes. We got a no. We got to do one more time and see what Spirit has to say. Yeah, overqualified. I never really understood that term. How can you be overqualified to do something? Either you can do the job or you cannot. You know what I feel? I feel like the term overqualified is a way of saying we don't want you. Yeah, you absolutely right, Aquarian. Yep. Ooh, okay. Got the wheel. Will Aquarian get this job? Ooh. Oh, that's fair. I'm gonna take it. Yep, we got a yes. We got a yes. Okay, so we got 2 yeses and a no. So it looks like it is highly favorable that it's going to work out in your favor. So congratulations, Aquarian. Fingers crossed. I'm going to keep you in my prayers for sure. I usually do my own personal like abundance ritual, so I'll make sure I write your name down hopefully Thursday night when I do it. Well, it's time for a new best friend then. But yeah, for sure. I just feel like this is going to be a really great opportunity for you to succeed. I got you, Divine Boo. Yeah. Great opportunity for you to succeed, my dear. Did you? Aisha, see now have to give me a little bumper sticker. Girl, I need to be taking Rico out in these streets because he's wild. He is wild. Now I gotta look for him a stroller. He's wild, y'all. And then I'm sitting here thinking, man, if I get him a stroller, he just gonna hop out. He gonna hop out. Because he's not a baby bunny anymore. Rico's finna be 3 on the 13th of April. He's finna be 3. That's 21 in bunny years. So he thinks he's grown and he don't listen. He's an Aries. He don't listen. So if I put him in a stroller, he's just gonna hop out. For real. I don't even got time for his shenanigans. I do want to get him a little birthday hat. You know, with the little cone hats for his birthday. You just don't do right. Yeah, we talking about you. Just don't do right. We gotta turn up for Reek's birthday. Try to get him some treats. Get him some treats and teams. Yeah, like if y'all want to listen, I'm gonna add stuff to my Amazon wish list. If y'all want to send me anything for Rico's birthday, feel free to. Bunny treats, toys. He loves to tear stuff up. Okay, he loves chewing on string. You know, like that. What kind of string is this? It's like, you know, like the burlap sack type of string. He loves to chew on it because he's wild. Let's see. Yep, we're talking about you, sir. How does Divine's coworkers feel about her? Oh, look at this. Look at this. Okay, I will, Aisha love. Queen of Cups. They see you as so loving. Divine, I love it. They see you as like very motherly, very like giving, supportive. I love this. Queen of Cups. It's like she's holding a bowl and she's in maybe a lake or a river. Somebody was telling me that's one of the best ways. No, I've seen it. Somebody was saying it's one of the best ways to connect with spirit is through water, like through the ocean, through lakes. Yeah. I know all these Aries in my life. His birthday is a day after my sister's birthday, my baby sister, Fat Man's mama. And then my middle sister, her birthday is on the 29th. Fat Man's birthday is on the 22nd. My grandmother's birthday is on the 20th. And then my mom's birthday is the first week of May. All these spring babies. All these spring babies. Let's see. Spirit, how do they feel? How does Divine's coworkers feel about her? I can't get a break. I cannot get a break. And most of them are all Tauruses except for Lyric. She's the baby. And she's an Aries. Fat Man would have been an Aries if he had been born earlier, but you know, he had to be stubborn because you know that's Taurus energy. And he is a foodie. He's a foodie. Yeah, they feel like you're very fair, like you're very balanced. Oh, that's beautiful. That's how they view you with the Justice. Very balanced, very loving, very giving, very fair. Okay. And this is funny. Before I shuffle, I have the Magician here. So they feel like you are like very blessed. Because when I think of the Magician, for me as a reader, the Magician, he is magical. He's extremely magical. And the fact that he has the ability to create. He co-creates. Yeah. And the thing about the Magician is Gemini energy, but it's like, he's powerful in manifestation because that's what the Magician is about. Manifesting desires, willpower. So it's like anything that you have a desire to do, you find a way to do it. And they don't even know how you do it, but you do it. I think that's pretty cool. How do they feel about her? Yeah. 3 of Cups. You're a lot of fun to be around. The 3 of Cups is very much like friend vibes. They see you as a friend. They see you as a very friendly person. The 3 of Cups, somebody we can break bread with, spend time with, have fun with, have good conversation, laughs with. That's really good energy. I feel like the Three of Cups, because of all these, because of most times when the Three of Cups comes out in a love reading, you know, people are like, oh, it's a third party. But the Three of Cups can be a beautiful thing, because the Three of Cups is really just having a good time and enjoying life for the most part. So that's really good. Let's see. Yeah, Eight of Swords. So if somebody comes in and they're not in the best of moods, you can pick that up. You feel that. You feel that because you're the Queen of Cups. It's Cancer energy. And you help to pull them out of it. It's like you help to pull them out of it. Like you help to cheer them up with that Three of Cups energy. So if somebody comes in and they're just kind of down or not having the best of days, like they see you as a person to help pull them out of it, you know? Yeah. Which that's great. That's beautiful energy. That's how they see you. That's so sweet. That is so sweet. Yeah, the Lovers. The Lovers. Like you are very, you love what you do. That's how they see you. You are very connected. You are very connected with your team. You're very connected with the babies. Like, you really love what you do. Right. You really love what you do. I mean, you know. That's one thing about Cancers. Y'all really go all the way out. Like, y'all really want people to feel loved. You want them to feel supportive. So, best friend wise, I have to say Cancers are really on the top of my list because y'all really go all the way out. Y'all go hard or go home. So, I mean, I'm just saying. Yeah. But yeah, the Lovers, for sure. The Lovers. And you know, Leos too. Leos really do go above and beyond. Like when they're friends with somebody or they really, really care about somebody, Leos really do go above and beyond for the people they really care about. But y'all Cancers, y'all top the cake. Y'all really top the cake. Okay, I see it. Yes, you know what's funny? All of my coworkers, all the Cancer ones, I've had great relationships with them. I have. As I think back to it, there was one woman that used to work with me. She was one of the bakers at the deli that I work at on the weekends, like years ago. And we really missed her because she was so sweet. She was a Cancer, a July Cancer. She was so sweet. She always was like checking on everybody. Even if she wasn't having the best of days, like she always wanted to make sure like she would bake cookies or bake bread and bring it for everybody. She knew everybody's birthday. She just was that type of person. And then the coworker that I had here in the office that I work at, she's the same way. She always came in, brought me food. She was like, Jackie, you need anything? Let me know. Like, she was just that type of person. Virgos are really, really good friends too. They really are. Because Virgos are very loyal. They're very committed to whoever they are close to. They really are. And Virgos are givers. They really are givers. So yeah, definitely. And female Virgos, I get along very well with female Virgos. I have a lot of them. My sister, she's a Virgo. My cousin's a Virgo. I'm very close to them. It's the male Virgos that I can't. It's their energy for me. They make me nervous. And I just feel a little bit off around male Virgos. I always feel like they're up to something. Yeah, exactly, Aisha. It's the male Virgos for me that I've never had good experiences with. The female Virgos, some of them can be bitchy, but most of the female Virgos that I've dealt with are usually really good people. And I think even when they're bitchy, it's only because Virgos are very matter of fact. They're very blunt also. They like things to be a particular way, very much like Taurus. And they really only do things or say things because they feel it needs to be addressed. Aisha, it's the telling people what they should be doing for me. Like mine was like, he was like, well, you need to be going to college. You need to mind your business. You need to be going to college. You need to be saving your money and doing this. You need to be doing, mind your business. Mind it. I'm minding mine. Mind yours. See, that's why I can't with the male Virgos, because it's a whole, like you said, Aisha, they can kick rocks. It's the attitude for me. Mind the business that pays you, Mr. Virgo. Oh, yes, definitely. Definitely flipping the script. I feel narcissistic vibes from every male Virgo I've ever encountered. And there's a lot of the suckers that I've encountered. Even when I'm interviewing people, I deal with a lot of male Virgos, and they are the pickiest. I feel like male Virgos are even pickier than male Leos. They are extremely entitled. They feel that they deserve emperor treatment, even if they only have page skills. That's how male Virgos are. But then they it's like they're never satisfied. Nothing is ever good enough for them. Exactly. Nothing is ever good enough. They'll do something for a short amount of time, and then they've moved on. They'll do something for a short amount of time, and then, oh, well, they didn't pay me enough, or I don't like the way they do this, or I don't like the way they laugh. I don't like the way they sneeze. I don't like the way they line up the shirts. I don't like the way they put the floor mats. It's always something to complain about. Yes, that's the word. Male Virgos complain too damn much for me about everything. Things that are none of their business. They're complaining about the way the director on the other side of the building parks his car. Sir, you're on this side of the facility. What are you doing worrying about who's parking over there and why he's there? That's none of your business. But to a male Virgo, it's his concern. It's his concern. He's all involved. I'm like, do you mind your business? If you mind your business, you might be able to get things done. But just right here. I'm telling you, it's the entitlement for me. Like I can't do it. I cannot do it. Like I had one. I'm gonna have to start giving y'all Office Chronicles. I should do a podcast, Office Chronicles, because I never use anybody's names, but these situations, y'all are gonna laugh at these stories, like stuff I go through every day as I'm interviewing people for jobs. Last week, he runs into my office. I said, can I help you, sir? Y'all know my office closes at 5. It closes at 5 p.m. He rolls up in my office at about 3:30, casually. I stopped interviewing at 3 because I have other paperwork and stuff to do. So he casually rolls in, I need a job. I said, sir, have you been calling in? Because we have a policy set in place where if you're looking for a job, you need to call in so we know that you're available to work, because we're not going to chase you down. We have hundreds of people. He was like, you told me I was here like 6 months ago, and you told me to call in if I needed a job. I said, but you just showed up. We typically need you to be scheduled if you're going to interview, because you never came in to interview. I said, you never came in to interview. Yeah, I know. I just figured I'd stop by. So I said, do you have time to interview right now? Clear question, right? I said, sir, do you have time to interview right now? Yeah, how long is it going to take? I said, as long as it takes you to fill out paperwork. Okay, all right. You have 2 forms of ID. Yeah. So he sits down, he starts filling out the application. We get maybe like 5 questions into the interview, because I typically have certain questions that I ask during an interview process. You know, what type of work experience do you have? What type of schedule are you looking for? Pay rate, do you have reliable transportation? You know, all the normal interview questions, right? And so as I get so far in, before I have him start filling out legal documents, tax forms, and everything else, I gotta go. I said, sir, you're in the middle of an interview. Can I just do this? Can I just fill out this paperwork at home? I said, sir, you're in the middle of an interview. This is a process. We still have a drug test to do. well, I need to go because I need to pick up my daughter. I said, sir, before you sat down at my table, before you sat here at my desk, I asked you if you had time to interview, and you told me yes. I don't have time for this. I don't have time for this. And just runs out the door. Just runs out the door. Just runs out the door. And I can guarantee you, he will be back. He will be back. Because that's how male Virgos are. He will be back. He will be back. And when he comes back, he's going to expect me to forgive what he did in the past. He will not acknowledge what happened. I'm so well versed with it that I almost expect it. Like I almost know, like 99.999%, he's going to come back. He's going to call me or he's going to show up because that's his pattern. But I'm going to beat him to the punch. I'm going to beat him to the punch and I'm going to call him and say, hey, if you can't interview, I can't work with you, period. You have to complete the process. We have a process. Exactly. It's always an excuse. It's never accountability with them. With male Virgos, it's no accountability. It's just, well, you know, I had a situation going on. Do I care? Absolutely not. Don't care. I asked you specifically if you had the time to do this, and you told me yes. Yes. So how am I the villain? Because, you know what I'm saying? Because you chose to do something different. Oop. So now I'm going to be the villain because until you complete the process, see what I'm saying? It's a no. It's a no. Divine, if you only knew the thoughts that ran through my mind. Sometimes I sit in my office chair at work and I just look at people and I'm just like, if you only knew what I was thinking right now. Exactly, Aquarian, exactly. He was this close because he was already talking to me real reckless because I was asking him little questions, and because he was making an excuse about something, and I said, do you see my point? Right, Aisha, whew, I'm telling you. And I was asking him, he was being a smart ass. He really was being a smart ass. Every little question I asked him, he was like, indeed. You know how you talk to people and everything that you ask, they take offense to what you're asking? And it's like, I'm genuinely asking this question because I have to have, you know what I'm saying? So, who is this? You gave me an alternate, you gave me emergency contact number. May I have a name for this person? Do they have a name? Well, I mean, it's my wife's number. Okay, then you should say that. Like, I'm not a mind reader. Like, he was just kind of really a smart ass. And he was on thin ice with me, like this much. He was this close, Divine, to getting dismissed. So then he proceeds to have a fit because he had to pick up his daughter all of a sudden. Just right before we got to the rest of the interview process. So I'm just like, you know what, just go ahead. You know what, the trash took itself out. Because at this point, I don't have to deal with it anymore. It's out of my hair. Once they say, you know what, I gotta go. Okay, goodbye. Get out of my office. Goodbye. Just go. Exactly. That was his whole attitude. And that's what it was, y'all. That's what it was, because he was, I told him, I said, well, typically we ask all of our associates to call in regularly so that we know that you're still looking for a job. I said, because if I don't hear from you, I'm assuming either you've already found employment or you're not interested in working through my company, which is Express. And he said, yeah, I get that. I already get that. Exactly, Aisha. Exactly. Same thing with liars. If you're lying to me, I'm lying to you, so we're going to lie together. So we can both keep up with each other's lies, because I have no obligation to be honest with you if you're not going to be honest with me. Can I come back? Absolutely not. Even if you can, absolutely not. You cannot, because you sat here and lied to my face. So now I have no obligation to be honest with you about anything. I'm not required to tell you anything. I'm not required to give you certain information, because now you've lied to me, and I have proof you've lied to me. It's always funny to me how people can dish out certain behaviors, but they can't take it. It's like, are you going to pass a drug test? Now, you know damn well that you're not going to pass the drug test, but you're going to lie to my face and make me go through hoops and all kinds of hot water to get you a job when you know you can't pass a drug test, or you know that you've got issues. You know you've got things going on. Instead of just being honest, people will lie and people will make excuses, and people all of a sudden I have an emergency. I got to run. I got to go. Okay, great. So with that being said, goodbye. Goodbye. I'm not going to sit and argue with you either. I'm not going to sit and argue with you either. Don't call me back either. Don't call me back, because it's a no. I don't, listen, my patience is like this. It's very, very thin. And once you've proven to me that, you know, you can't be reliable, like Aisha said, then I can't either. I can't either. Nope, nope, nope. Y'all, did I miss anybody? Did I miss anybody? Did I get everybody? Right? The vibe? Right. I mean, it happens, girl. It happens so much. It happens so much. And I'm just like, you know what? Just be honest, folks. Okay. I think I got everybody. So, much love to y'all. Thank y'all so much for hopping in. And tomorrow night, I will be posting the tarot class that I did in the other night's live stream. So I'm going to post it. If you donated and I missed you tonight, let me know, because I want to make sure I get everybody, okay? Good night, loves. Thank y'all so much for all your love and support. And we'll be back again tomorrow night. I'm going to try to start, what's up, Aisha? I'm going to try to start at 7. That way, if we have a girls chat, that gives us a good 30 minutes, and then I can get into readings by about 7:30. That gives us time. Because I probably won't be live this weekend, because I'll be out of town. It's my stepfather's birthday, and I'll be out of town. So, I'm trying to think. I'll probably just go live again Monday. The spread that I use, it's not a particular spread. It's one I created for myself. I created my own spread. What I like to do is a center card is for the main situation going on. And then I'll put his side, her side, advice, outcome. That's how I do my spread. And it's like 5 cards here, 5 cards here. That's how I do it. It's not, I haven't gotten it from anybody. It's just what I intuitively feel to do, and it works for me like a charm every time. Oh, like a reel? Like a reel. Okay. Let me write that down, because you know I'll forget it. One thing about tarot that I really, really love is that it's flexible. So you do what works for you. Now, I've tried to do the whole, you know, spreads that I've seen. Like, I have them in my books and stuff. But they don't work for me. It just, I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable. So, you know me. I do what I want to do. So, I created my own. And it works like a charm. So when you go back and you watch the last readings I posted, you're going to be like, she's got cards everywhere. But it's, you know what? It's a method to my madness. It's a method to my madness. Rico, don't be looking at me like that. Here they're looking like, you still ain't let me out of here, but it's all right. Hang on, let me grab a pen. Oh, what's on my gratitude journal? Hang on, y'all. Okay. All right. Yeah, and it's actually lasted me a long time. I gotta get some more. It does, and I have this little kit of essential oils that I drop in there. They're blends, they're oil blends. Orange, peppermint, lemongrass, carrier oil. Cleansing, ylang-ylang, lime, tea tree, rosemary, carrier oil. And you can do that with any regular candle. Like you can add essential oils to it to give off a certain scent. You know who I haven't seen, moderators, is Jessica. Jessica and Happily. Happily pops up here and there. So I need to get with them and figure out what their plan is. But I will be working on collective readings tomorrow. Let me know what other types of readings y'all want to see so I know when I start recording. Sarah. I'm trying to think of Sarah. Oh, Sarah doesn't moderate. Girl, Sarah has not been moderating for a while because she's been in school. So she hasn't been moderating for a while. I hardly even hear from Sarah, but I need to reach out to her. So I'm glad that you mentioned her. What's today? 3/28. I'm glad that you mentioned her. Moderators I need to get with and find out if they're still interested. Jessica F. Happily, I'm going to leave her on there because I know that she does come in when she can because I know her time is different. Sarah. I think I took Sarah off because I don't think she can do it. If I'm missing somebody, let me know because I can reach out. I know Queen is not doing it because she was doing her own thing. But she blocked me on Instagram, which I think is weird. I don't know what that's about, but she's the one that told me she couldn't moderate anymore, so I'm all good over here. Whenever somebody tells me they can't do something, I respect that. That's one thing about me. Like if you say, hey Jackie, I just can't do it. You know what I mean? I haven't heard from Kelly either. Girl, I went through my moderators list and I literally deleted people. Because they just weren't showing up. And I don't have the time. I work full time and I'm tired. Like now it's almost 9:30 at night. I need to be in the bed because I'm up at 5:30. I don't have the time to go live every night. And then it takes away from me recording content. And I don't ever want to go back to being so tired out where I lose my passion for tarot because it's a hobby for me and I truly enjoy it. So I don't ever want to go back to where I'm doing live streams 4 or 5 nights a week just to keep up views. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like, no. Right. Yeah, when you feel overwhelmed, Aisha, let me know because I don't want nobody to be overwhelmed. That's what I don't want. Like, y'all have lives. Hell, I have a life. And that's why I keep telling people they got 4 weeks. 4 weeks. And I will be sending out an email in the morning, hopefully. Okay? Letting everybody know if you would like to book a full in-depth personal reading with me, you have 4 weeks to do so because I will be on vacation in Florida come the first week of May. So I will not be available and I will not be taking, as a matter of fact, I'm shutting my website down April the 19th. I'm shutting it down. So anybody who wants to book, they will have to, they have 4 weeks to get it done, including this week. That includes this week. So if they miss out, they will have to wait until I get back. And when I get back, I'm not going to be in a hurry to do personal readings anyway, because they take up a lot of time. So, yeah, because if people want something, they know how to get it. They know how to reach me. They know I have an email address. I have a website, and I'm on Instagram, and I'm here on YouTube. So it's not like you can't find me. What did we say? Real relationships. No, you're good. You're good. Oh, time out. You're good. If you feel the need to time somebody out, time them out. I'm telling you, Aisha, like, I trust my moderators. I trust the moderators I have here. You, Divine, Valerie, I trust y'all. I trust y'all. So if you ever feel like somebody needs to be timed out or they're just doing too much, time them out. Time them out. Or you feel that somebody needs to be blocked, block them. Nothing is ever a loss. Trust me. If we mistakenly block somebody, guess what we'll do? Apologize and move on. It's not that serious. Real relationships versus social media relationships. I've had that happen before. I accidentally blocked somebody and I wasn't trying to. I wasn't trying to. So I apologize to the person. I apologize to the person. I don't brag about myself because I just don't. But one good thing that I love about myself is that I'm very authentic. I feel that I'm very authentic. So, you know, if I've made a mistake, I'm willing to make it right with people. But what I won't do is deal with is folks talking to me crazy. I had no idea, girl. I had no idea. None at all. It was too much. It was too much. It was too much. That was just, whew. That was too aggressive, Nick. Like, I don't know. Mm-hmm. And then M left on her own. Let me clarify that. Right, folks. Oh, girl, it's a whole story by itself. That's a whole story by itself. M left on her own. Let me just make that clear. But once people leave my channel, I block them because I don't like people trying to spy on me later on. But I didn't block her or anything. She left herself. She stopped coming in herself because she didn't like what she was told. So she left and I blocked her. People make no sense to me. People make no sense to me. What was I thinking? Hopefully as more people, you know, come into the channel and they start to see how it goes, they might be more willing to help out, you know, moderate. You think so, Aisha? You think so? I doubt it. Girl, I doubt it. I doubt it. Well, you know why I doubt it? Because when you have someone who is in complete denial about things and you try to help the person and they just don't want to see something, they see me as the villain, because it's like, well, I did this for you and I was there for you and blah, 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 blah. I don't really care. That's my problem. Like, I don't really care. Like, you can sit here and say, oh, well, I moderated for your channel and blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, you're sitting here monopolizing my time. Monopolizing my time, asking me, girl, please. How that's working out, that's a whole nother question in and of itself. That's what I'm saying. The denial is so thick, and there's a lot of people like that. Like, they want readers to cater to BS. They want you to be like, oh, you know, well, I'm seeing the 10 of Cups, so he does have love for you. But I don't think I can add it to my, I don't think I can add it. You know what I can add it to? My link tree. My link tree on my Instagram account. I can add it there. The link to it. So I'll add it there. Let me write a note. Add Amazon wish list. But you know, a lot of people, when they come to readers, and as you start reading more for people, Aisha, you'll see what I'm talking about. A lot of people want you to tell them bullshit, and I won't do it. Anytime you're still getting readings on somebody a year later, that's denial and that's delusion, and you need to fix it or get help, because it's not going to get you anywhere. It's not a healthy situation. Wish list to link tree. I refuse to do it. And that's why right around the time that she left my channel, because I think that was like a couple weeks before Christmas, I really had started getting strict with my DMs. Exactly. With people, because remember, right before Christmas, I made a boundary, and I was like, I'm not accepting DMs on Instagram because people are out of control and disrespectful. They would message me at like 11 p.m., 9 o'clock in the evening. I'm not here to be an emotional dumpster. Do not dump your shit on me. I don't care about your financial woes. I don't care about your relationship woes. That's not why I'm here. You don't get to just dump all of your problems on someone and expect them to just be there for you. That's not how friendships work. And I think people mistake that when they deal with readers. They automatically assume that we're just there for them to dump shit on, and that's not what we're there for. So I had to set that boundary for my own self, not against anybody else, but I'm not going to be up on my phone at night when I need to get up and be at work in the morning. Oh yeah, I figured that out too, Aisha. I figured that out too because stuff that I say, that's why they're shadow banning me. Because stuff that I say, and I don't care about YouTube, and I damn sure don't care about Instagram because it's all run by the same shit show. But it's just a lot of people like to see stuff that is drama filled. I was having this conversation with somebody the other day. Drama filled, talking about karmics and twin flames, and you know, I remember people wanting to argue with me about that. Like, do I believe twin flames are a real thing? Yes, but they're rare. They're very rare. So most people running around claiming one of them things, it's not even that. Most likely it's a karmic situation. But it's a mess. It's a mess. And when you get to a point where you're that in denial about someone who clearly shows you that they're not serious about you, that too, I want to talk about that. I want to talk about that tomorrow night. Thank you. Girls chat. Trauma bonding with tarot readers. That's exactly what I mean by emotionally vomiting and dumping your shit on a tarot reader. A lot of people come to readers because they feel like, oh, well, we have something in common. We've shared certain experiences, or we both dealt with narcissistic partners in our past. That does not mean that I'm here to soak up all of your trauma. That's not what I'm here for. Absolutely not. Absolutely not, no ma'am. I'm not going to do it. So the moment that you set boundaries and say, nope, 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 then you become the problem. Well, I thought you were a friend. How did you get that? You just assumed a friendship on me. Yeah, I have sage, I have Palo Santo, I have Florida water. Like, girl, I keep it in here. Also, too, part of the protection work, and when you're doing like abundance and prosperity work, it helps to cleanse. It helps to cleanse. So if you can do a spiritual bath where you a lot of people soak them in cold water, like the dried herbs, they'll soak them in cold water, but I cannot take a cold bath. Cleansing the space as well. Dragon's blood is good for cleansing the space as well, of negative energies. But if you can boil the water and then put the herbs in there, just like you would a tea, right? And you let it seep. You let it seep. Certain herbs for protection and cleansing. Hyssop is one of those herbs. Hyssop is one of those cleansing herbs. Hyssop, oregano. I'm trying to think of another protection herb. Basil. It's not coming to me. I'm having a blank. But yeah, you take the dried herb and you, like, if you have a pot, right? And you put I like to put my moon water in it because my moon water has Himalayan salt in it. But I'll take it and I'll pour it in my pot and I'll put the herbs in there and let it steep, and then I'll strain it. And then I'll use that to, after I shower, to pour over my body for protection. And then I just air dry. Right? And I say my prayers before I get in. I say my prayers when I get out. For protection. That's how I do it. You know what I think I'll do? I think I'll do a reel. But that's for protection. Also, Prayers are very powerful. Prayers for protection. You've got Psalms 91, Psalms 23. Prayers for protection. And people like to play games when it comes to tarot readers and spiritual community. They like to play games. So then they wonder why things are not going well. Career-wise, love-wise, because when you keep going to tools, tarot is just a tool. It's a divination tool. Just like other things, they're tools. They're, you know what I mean? Like all the floor washes and the oils and the candles, they're tools. We are the vessel. So if you don't have your spirit right, then whatever you're trying to do or perform, it's not going to manifest properly, because you are not in great standing. So when you do your spiritual baths, I like to do them on the weekend. Like for protection and cleansing, I like to do them on the weekend, because Saturday is a day for banishing, cutting, and clearing. And then Sunday, yes, yeah. And then Sunday, herbs. I think herbs are a really good one, because you use a lot of herbs for a lot of different things, especially in the baths, right? And even in washes and things. But you use the baths to help cleanse the aura, to help cleanse the spiritual body. And that's why you burn the incense before. Like I will burn, where's my little bowl? But I will burn, like I have a little a bowl, and I'll burn frankincense like they do in the temples. I'll grind it and I'll burn it inside. Oh, did you? But sometimes, sexual energy is a release. It is a release, and it helps in manifestation. So that is important. That is definitely important. Because sexual energy is sacred energy. So that's why we have to be selective with who we choose to become physically intimate with. So that's interesting. I never heard that before. Amazon wish list to Linktree, real relationships for social media readings, real ideas. Crystals for balancing chakras, herbs to use for spiritual baths. But anytime that you cut and clear, like anytime that you cut out negative energy and you clear it out, you want to replace it with loving energy. So after you cut and clear, you want to follow it up with like a lavender or rose or patchouli, something that's going to attract orange blossom, citrus, something that's going to, I usually do that in the form of an incense, or a tea. I'll drink a tea or something like that to raise my vibration. After I've cut and cleared, I want to raise my vibration back up. So herbs for protection, I might just post it. Oregano. I want to get hyssop because I don't have hyssop. So that's on my that's on my list of things to get. Oregano, hyssop, vervain, valerian. Yeah, anytime that you do banishing, like after I do sage and palo santo, then I like to go in and I'll burn rose, which I absolutely love rose anything. Which makes a lot of sense to me because usually my spirits are pretty they're pretty up. My spirits are pretty up. So whenever I feel down, which is very rare, I know that I need to be surrounded by rose, because rose it does something for me energetically. But rose is one of the flowers that carries one of the highest vibrational frequencies. So that's why it's powerful. Rose water, which I keep it. I have rose water. I have orange blossom water. I just keep it. Valerian for protection. Valerian, hyssop, wormwood, oregano. There's just a few of them. There's more. Let's see. But hopefully we'll get into that. Are you meaning the bath? The bath with the herbs? I feel like Florida water is it's a common one. I feel like it's a common one. I feel like it's just as effective, but I feel like the bath is more powerful. It's more potent, especially when you let it steep. You know what? The next time I make it, I will show y'all, because I get my herbs. I get them from a local Spanish store. Oh, the rose water. The rose water, I would say vibrationally, yes, but it's not for protection. Rose is just for attraction, to attract what you want. Florida water cleanses and cuts, because I think it has citrus, like lime or lemon in it, and it has cinnamon. So I think it does both, because cinnamon attracts. So the Florida water, it clears, but it also helps bring in. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's multi-purposed. It's multi-purposed. Because when you get candles and things, you can clean them down with Florida water. You can clear your spaces with Florida water, your utensils and tools with Florida water. But if you use rose water is to attract. Rose water is it's soothing, it's calming. Like, it's almost like lavender. It's calming, it attracts, it makes things sweeter. It's like using honey. When you use honey is used to attract. So yeah, I would say vibrationally, yes, it would be higher, but when it comes to protection, I think Florida water is the better bet when it comes to protection. That's a great question, Aisha. But my loves, I'm writing this down, so hopefully I've got some real ideas so I can show y'all. I'm going to try my best the next time I do the protection bath. I like to do it myself. I know people offer like protection rituals, but I like to do the bath myself. You can also do your own protection ritual. You can do it with your own stuff. And prayers are involved, incense is involved, the whole 9 yards. But it helps. It definitely helps, for sure. So thank y'all so much for all your love and support. I will not keep y'all. It's late. And we'll be back tomorrow night. I'm hoping to start a little earlier tomorrow night so we can get into some of these things, because I want to talk about them. And trauma bonding. Girls chat. Yeah, trauma bonding. Trauma bonding in the spiritual community. I might go on IG to talk about that. All right, my loves. Thank y'all so much for all your love and support. I will see y'all tomorrow night. Good night.